What's good, YouTube? So, today we are here. It's been so long since I've uploaded consistently, but we're here to keep me on track. Today I'm gonna try every day to at least record a video, whether or not it gets uploaded the next day or not. But I'm gonna try to record to make sure that I have a video that is gonna be ready to be uploaded. But all that aside, to this when this is going to be posted, I'm going to hold myself to it. This is going to be posted for Wednesday. Wednesday. I posted it last time. It was actually like in the midnight 1 a.m. type time, but it will be posted on Wednesday, right? But this video here is not talking about my upload schedule. This here is another story time for you guys. Wednesday is gonna be story time, and this story time is not nowhere near as dramatic and all over the place and crazy as you know my previous story about my mother. And there's so many more with that. It's just insane. But this story is about how I, as a 13-year-old child, 13-year-old teenager, right, 8th grader, got banned. Banned from every single library in my city. In the entire county, I am banned for life from every single one, right? Every single one. Now, let's start from the beginning. Here I am, 8th grader. If you watched my previous story, you should go. If you watched it. Well, yeah, if you watched the previous story about some stuff my mom was doing, it was a little couple details in there that would be relevant to this video. But I'll relay them again. So I was in 8th grade. We didn't have a steady home. We were moving around from people's basements, couches, to people's living rooms, to motels. Like we stayed at the YWCA, we stayed at the homeless shelter. Like we were all over the place my 8th grade year. So with that being said, I don't know how many libraries there are here, and I really don't care. I've not even been to them all in this city. How I got banned from them all? Anyway, we haven't gotten there yet. But there's multiple libraries in this city. It's a small city to me. I come from Detroit, and then I moved here. This is a very small city. South Bend, Indiana, very small. Okay? But I used to go to the library. Me, a 13-year-old girl whose mother, A, wouldn't pick her up from school. B, we didn't have a place really to go. So I was like, where am I going? I don't have a home. I don't have like a bedroom to go to. I don't have a place that I don't necessarily feel safe. Like I just didn't have a place that I cared to go back to. Like that was the place where I slept. Not a place I was like, oh, I can't wait to get off school and I can go back here. I would go to the library. I have an older sister, and we used to meet up because she was in high school while I was in 8th grade, and she was a senior in high school and I was in 8th grade. So we were like right on the edge of like being in the same school, but we were right a year off. But we used to meet up at the library. And it used to be, let's say on a weekday, she got out of school at 2:45, and I got out of school at 2:55, I think. It was 2:50 or 2:55, something like that. It was a gap in what time I got off school. But because my mom would have never picked me up, it was literally rare if she picked me up. Like, if I called her 10 times, if I called her 35 times, she might have picked me up once. Right? Like, that's how rare it was that she would come pick me up from school. So I would be at school calling her, seeing if she'll come pick me up. In my head, I already know. In my heart, I already know it's going to be a no. If she say yeah, I'm like, what? But no. Majority of the times, right? So I would just walk to the library, winters and all. And it was because I stated in the previous video that the distance from where I lived, while we were sleeping, and my school was a good 50-minute walk, right? But the library we used to go to was the downtown library, which was a good I'm gonna say hour and 45-minute walk, right? And I used to do that every day after school. And people are like, why are you always walking? You trying to lose weight or something? I don't have a place to go. You didn't know that. I didn't let people know that. I kept that to myself, right? So I would go to the library every day. They didn't know that. And then they're at the library. Back in the day, back in 2008, their system was not as, we might be part of the reason they changed the way they do their systems. So back in the day, they used to have a thing called a temporary library card. As in, like, before you get your official library card, or it's like just a Tim Pass. You can get it, I think it lasted 3 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, like, but we were kids, so like, and they would give you a temporary pass, so like, older people, like adults, they would have to use their ID, so they have their official names and all that. As kids, we got smart. Because my mom wasn't coming to no library to get us no library card. Like, we didn't have an adult to sign us up for a library card. I was in 8th grade. I needed like an adult to sign something or whatever they needed. So what we did, because it wasn't always the same people working the booths, it was like at least 3 or 4 people in a rotation. And I think it was a certain time where you can get another Temp Pass. But this is where we got smart. We made up names, right? We would be like, my name, like I came up, I think my name was Alice. What was my last name? Alice. Come on, Papa. Anyway, but my name was like Alice Washington, or it was something like that. But we would, every 3 weeks, we'd come up with a new name, because you can't, in a certain amount of time, have your same name recycled and get a new Temp Pass, right? So this is for an entire semester. This was our game. At one point, I don't remember how, we used to, see, that was another thing, like we used to literally be on the street, like somebody coming to the library, we'd be like, hey, you're an adult, hey, can you please pretend like you're our parent and get us a library card, please? Like, we need a library card, our parent isn't gonna come up here, can you do it for us? And people would. So we signed up for a library card, we got our official library card. But at the library, you have a max, because we used to be on the computer. We wasn't checking out books and stuff all the time. That happened later, but I'll get to that later. But we used to get on the computer, i.e., I used to be on MySpace, YouTube, especially MySpace, and we used to be, just going through, MySpace and stuff. But on the computers, they give you a max each card, like 2 hours, right? So me coming home from school, going to the library, not wanting to go back to our situation, we figured out ways to stay. I did it on accident. There was a game back in the day. I don't know if it might be still active. I haven't played it in years. But it was a game. I remember, I was like, well, that kind of looks fun. It was called Pirates Online. It was a Disney game. It was like Pirates of the Caribbean, how you say it. And I remember I was like, ooh, I want to play it. You would download this game from like Disney, and then it would launch. Little did I know that game would override the library systems. So me being a little want to stay at the library 7+ hours would use the game to stay on. It would, the timer, because it gives you a timer, like you have 2 hours, timer goes down. When it hits 0, it stay at 0. And you could stay on. That was it. You on there literally, even when literally all the computers shut down, your computer would not shut down. Like, that's how it overrided the system. Like, I was like, whoa. And we did that for an entire semester of school. I did that for an entire semester, where I would use the game and I would stay on all day. And plus we had 3 other Temp Passes. We would keep renewing them, right? Whew. So there was this one security guard. I don't want to call him a man racist, or he was just hating on some young teenagers, some young black teenagers who figured out the system, who got around the system, but we were not being malicious. We were not hurting anyone, etc. It was a game. We were literally playing a game. We never even told them about the game. We got kicked out for some other stuff. But this man, I'll never forget. He was this older dude, a security guard. He had like he was basically bald. He had like liver spots in his head. And he was always so pissy. Like, we would come in and he'd be like watching us. We never stole from the library. We weren't unruly. Like, we were some kids trying to escape where we was at, getting on the computer, being on MySpace and YouTube, whatever. I remember that was that one maze game, the scary maze game or whatever. I remember we did that one time. Like, I did that to my little sister. It wasn't even like we were loud. It was funny. We were laughing. Other people were laughing. I don't know if, like, people got upset. Like, we were having a good time. Like, you know, how some older people just like, oh no, they're having fun. I want to ruin it. That's how I felt. But anyway, this man, he comes up to us and he's like, log off the computer. We're like, maybe they found out and we're over on the computer, la da da. And we're like, okay. And he's like, you guys have been here all day, la da da. And we're like, okay, maybe they found out about the multiple temp passes, la da da. Not even the case. He's like, you can't come back for 24 hours. I think he like banned us for a day that day, right? So we're like, okay, cool, whatever. We'll go back to where we at. We stayed at the place we were staying at. Knowing it was hideous, we didn't want to do it, but we went back, right? So we waited the time that he said we couldn't come back to the library. Then we came back, right? We served our little time of being banned from the library from whatever we did. I guess he thought we were doing something, I don't know. But we came back. Was it a Sunday? It was like a weekend because it was like pretty empty, right? So you get 2 hours, but it's like, I think it's 2 hours or it's like 4 hours and it's split up. Like, you can log back on to like request more time on the computer or whatever, and they'll let you get on for max 2 times and you're done for the day, right? So we went back, we did our one little time on the computer, and we put our names back on the system to be on there again because that is allowed. And he logs us off. We see that our names disappear and we're like, what the? Like, we log back in. All of a sudden he comes strolling through like, you guys got to get out. We're like, you're allowed 2 times on the thing. We're not breaking any rules. We're not overriding the systems. We're not doing anything wrong. This is literally the rules of the library. You can be on there twice. There's nobody here in the library. I can see if there are other people waiting for the computer, other people that needed to do things. We're just on YouTube and MySpace. Like, there's nobody here. There's a max 3 people in this whole place up here. There's nobody on the computers. This is 12, 15 computers. There's 2 of us. We can get on a computer. Like, these are the rules, right? We're not breaking them. And he's like, you guys to get out. He's like, you're banned for 6 months. We're like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, you know, because like I'm a 13-year-old kid, right? Who did nothing wrong, right? So of course you get like upset. You're like, what the fuck? I ain't even did shit. And he's like, you're banned for 6 months. Nope, you're banned. You can't come back. You're banned for 6 months. Get out. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, we were literally, so my sister, she was like walking back to like log back in because we had, you know, the 2 times. We only did it once. 2 separate cards, 2 separate people. We each get 2 times. Whatever. All of a sudden, he's like, nope, that's it. You're banned. You can't come back. And we're like, whoa. And then all of a sudden, some other security guards are like walking us down to their little fucking office. And they're like, I don't know if they took our picture, but I know they like took from the security cameras or whatever, our like image and our names and stuff. They're like, you have a school ID, la da 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 da, like taking our information. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we didn't do anything. This bald head. I was gonna say more words, but that was gonna be very. Anyway, but this man, the liver spots, over here getting angry about something we don't even know what we did. What did we do? What did we do? Can you tell us what we did that provoked this that will ban us for life? You banned us for life for what? And not only from this library, from every single one in the entire county. Why? I'm a 13-year-old kid. 13-year-old kid. I'm banned for life. Alright, cool. So, I remember it was years later, we wound up becoming in another negative situation. And I remember we used to go to the library to use the Wi-Fi because we had a laptop. I had my mom's laptop. And so, I would go use the Wi-Fi at the library. I was like, you know, it's been, what was it, like 7, 8 years then? I was like, no, not that many. It was probably like 5, 6 years. But I was like, it's been so many years. I'm in high school. I was 13 back when this happened. Whatever, screw y'all, right? So we would get on the laptop. One day I left a wallet I had. I had one of those like debit cards where you do whatever online, they send you a card. And I had one of those because I was like, I want to act like I had money, like I was broke. And I had a debit card that had my name on it. I wound up leaving it. One day I came back and they were like, is this yours? I was like, no, that's not mine. I know there's a debit card in there with my fucking name on it. But my little, very intelligent little sister goes, yes, it is yours, April. That is yours. And I'm like, you fucking idiot. We had a good thing going here. We didn't have to go back to where we was at. We can sit in the warmth. We can be on the Wi-Fi, watch movies, do whatever. And you ruining a good situation. Thank you very much. And so they're like, and then they got the image of me. And I'm like, you know, it's you. You gotta get out. You can't be here. It wasn't even like I was being, again, unruly. I was to myself on my own personal laptop. Just sitting there with a baby and what, a 6-year-old, 7-year-old? Yeah, like a little fucking kid. Like we're sitting there because we're homeless. But whatever, we left. We went and go sat outside. Thank you, library. Thank you, St. Joseph County. Fuck you very much, okay? But I remember in high school, I'm getting off all this bullshit. All this bullshit. This video long as fuck. I have to edit this down. But I remember in high school, people used to ask, because like I need to print stuff. There's stuff I need to do legally, like go to the B&B, do stuff like that. And they're like, go print it. Go just go to the library. And I'm like, I can't. I've been banned for life. And I'm like, how the fuck you banned for life? They was like, go to the other one. I was like, no. I'm banned from all of them for fucking life. For some shit that I have no idea what the fuck I did when I was 13 years old. Right? Something I was 13 years old. But I used to tell people, like, it was the simplest. It made me sound way cooler than I was. They used to be like, why are you banned from the library? And I'd be like, and I hacked their computers and they kicked me out. I read this one dude. He was like, April, you used the game and it like overrided their thing. You didn't hack their computers. You're making it sound like way cooler than it is. And I was like, so what? Like, so what? People don't need to know the truth. I did override their system. I felt like a little hacker back then, okay? Let me have my dream. Stop crushing my dreams. But yeah, that was it. I got banned from all the libraries, and I still am banned. I haven't been back since. Just stay away from them. I'll go fuck them. Whatever. St. Joseph County, fuck you. Can't wait to get out of this shitty ass town. I'm working on that ASAP. I fucking hate it here. It is literally terrible. Isn't it sad? My little sister's in school, and they're telling her, if you live here, you'll more than likely be trapped here because how shitty it is. Who says that? That's how shitty it is here. Don't nobody fucking like it here. If you move here, you're desperate and you're fucking dumb. But I'm done. Thank you guys for watching if you watched any of this. I'm honestly doing this because I can and I need to be consistent with my grandmother's story. And I just needed to relate it to other people. There'll be another story. There'll be more crazy ones, you know, maybe more cops, maybe more robbers. Ooh. I don't know if I'm gonna go down that path. We'll see. If you guys want more, let me know. I'm gonna shut up now because it's gonna be a lot to edit. I don't want to thank you guys. Love you all. Peace, love, lip gloss. And you know I gotta wrap the LOGIC right there. You know what I mean? There's gonna be more merch on my wall soon because you know I gotta support my favorite artist, Logic. If you don't know, peace, love, and positivity. Go stream Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Go support my favorite artist or our favorite artist. Talk about them in the comments if you're watching this and you member of the Rat Pack. I know I am. And there's going to be another video. Look out for it because whew, our conspiracies be crazy. Like, you know what I mean? There's going to be a whole video about that. And I'm going to probably put that up Sunday. No, I got to put that up before Thursday. Oh. All right, let me stop. Love you guys. Hope you guys are subscribed. If you aren't subscribed, please do. That'd be great. You know, that'd be great. And like, share, again, comment. You literally can talk about whatever you want in comments. I have no specific thing. I'm like, you have to, I want you to point this out in the comments only. Talk about what you want. Talk about freely. Honestly, it's a section and I'll read it. I will see it. But thank you guys for being here. I love you all. Peace, love, and lip gloss.